Hi friends, in continuation of the third concept, now I show you two programs to demonstrate the classification of methods. Methods, as this is the beginning stage, you may have a little confusion. Don't worry about that because after this we are going to perform another 8 programs. By that you can get 100% clarity. Suppose if I don't show this concept never be completed. That's why what extent you can understand, that extent you understand. Thereafter, you can have 100% clarity. That is the challenge with Java. Because many future things we have to use today. Whatever you learn after 10 days, you have to use today. That's why some difficulty is there. Don't worry about that. For every element, there is a day. On the day, you can learn. However, let us recall in the previous video, I explained about the classification of functions. That is 4 types. Just I show you methods. As I told you already, functions and methods are same only. But in object-oriented programming languages, like Java, they call as methods. So now once again I show you the classification 3, 4. How we are classifying depending on passing arguments, passing args, and return value. Return value. Based on this, we are classifying. Now I show you. First type, function which takes no arguments, which does not return a value. In this manner, you can easily remember. Even I am telling you, in examinations, you write like that. Your answer will be definitely distinct from others. So, second one, you don't pass argument and it can return value. Third one, you pass argument, it does not return value. Okay. Fourth one, you pass argument, it return value. This table you remember, you need not by heart anything at all. Easily you can remember with a simple table. Okay. So now I show you two programs. By that I am demonstrating methods. Methods, I declare them as static methods. Why I declared them static methods? Without defining objects, we are able to show this. If I have to show object and all the lot of things I have to explain. Here our focus is only on the classification of methods. That's why I declared them as a static method. That point you understand. We need not declare any object for this purpose. And already I told you, main is a static method. That point you have to understand. Without declaring any object only, we perform a simple task that already you have seen. Now, you see this method. Here, 4 types. First 2 types I am showing you, and names also same thing I have given you because without any confusion. So, first method definition, see what name I have given: pass no args and return no value. This is pass no args and return no value. This method I am demonstrating. For this purpose, within the body, type 1, one string object I have defined. What is the string object? Type 1 method passed no arguments and return no value. The same name, because you have to understand this point, nothing more than that. So here simply displayed the string. You are not returning. That means here you see top empty parentheses are there and no return statement is there. That point you have to understand. So method which does not take any argument and return no value. So okay. Second one is second method definition. Pass no argument n return value and return value. Here the same string I defined. Type 2 method pass no arguments but return a value. Okay. Now I am returning type 2. Now if you see that, what is the difference? First method is not returning anything. That's why it's a type I made as void. Here second method, what it is returning? It is a returning string. That's why I made it. Just compare that. Otherwise, make a underline, make a note of it. As it is returning the return type I declared. As the first one is not returning anything, void I declared. Okay. Now two methods I declared. Now I show you the implementation. Here, implementation you see, I am calling the first method. Just calling means just you write the name of that and empty parenthesis. Empty parenthesis, why empty? You are not passing anything. You made the method call. As a result of that, the corresponding output is printed. See, first line of output is that. Okay. Second one also, in not passing anything, but it is returning. That's why what I did, what is the difference you compare side by side, why I have given. First one is not returning anything. That's why before that, you didn't write any variable. Here one thing I am telling you. Somebody gives you something. Then what you do? You carry a carry bag. Okay. Somebody won't give anything, just to meet him event. Then you need not carry any bag. So, first one does not return anything. That's why before that, any argument, any variable is declared. Second one is, see, before that, what we declared, what we have written, string type 2 I have written. Why I have written? It is returning. That's why we are assigning it to that. Thereafter type 2 we have written. What is printed? Whatever is there. Pass no argument, but return a value is there. And for second one alternative is there. If you want to print in a SOP statement itself, you can put the call. You know that different alternatives are there. Contextually learn. That's good. If you have any doubt, don't worry about that. Every doubt is clarified within the Feel Good series. You complete this within 5 hours. Thereafter, you master. As I told you many times already, it lays a foundation, such a foundation, programming foundation, on which 100-storied building you can construct. No doubt about that. Rely on me. In this program, I am showing third and fourth type. Third type is this. It takes argument but does not return anything. For taking arguments, what is the proof? String T3 I have given as an argument, that is passing arguments. But it does not have any return statement. That means it is not returning anything. And as it is not returning anything, what is the type of that? After static, what I have written? I have written void. Okay, remember that. Next one. What is the name? Pass argument and return value. It takes arguments and return value. What is the proof? What is the proof? Return statement is there, a returning value. And for that purpose, what type instead of void, you have written string. It is a returning string. So you see the code. By that you understand. Third, that is the first method. String S3 it is taking and just displaying, not returning. Displaying is different, returning is different. Next one, S4 it is taking and simply it is returning. That is the difference between that. This is taking argument but not returning anything. Taking argument, returning a value, and a function or method can return only one value. Only one. So a method can return either 0 value or 1 value. More than 1 it cannot return. That point you have to understand. Now let us see the implementation. In implementation, what we are doing? We are calling the method. Here you see, now we are passing. See what we are passing? We are passing type 3. We are passing first. We defined a string type 3. Type 3 we are passing. Because of the passing, the header it received it. Okay. Thereafter string 4 one type 4, that one string we define. Thereafter we are passing it in turn we are writing. So the corresponding output is printed. So just to study this, if you have any doubt, because you do not know about static these are static methods. So you may have little confusion. Don't worry about that. After a few programs, I explained about static in detail. By that time, you can have a clarity. And as far as this extent, already I explained to you classification of functions. These are methods. Just syntax wise, you may have little confusion. Don't worry about that. Only focus on the classification. This is very, very important. When you are writing either function or method, you must have an idea which type of method it is. This type. With that knowledge only, you can write the code properly.